Hello guys, today I am going to be sharing my Edison Format Yu-Gi-Oh deck. This is supposed to be Turbo Warrior Turbo Wind deck. So the idea of this deck is to make Turbo Warrior super fast, him to be our boss monster, and then just build on top of him. So let's go through the deck. So we have 3 Barrier Statue of the Winds. He's a wind monster. All monsters in this deck are wind monsters except some of the monsters in the extra deck. But even our boss monster, Turbo Warrior, is a wind. So it's great if you have Turbo Warrior already established on the field and then just drop Barrier Statue on top. We have double Dandelion because he's at 2. And he's a good way to make tokens and quick draw along with one of the tokens from Dandelion is a great way to turbo into a Turbo Warrior. We have 3 Flying Kamakiri number 1 because he is the Wind Searcher. He can search himself and he can search Barrier, Fortune Lady, Quick Draw, the Sasuke's, Speed, and Turbo Synchron. Then we have Fortune Lady Wind. I actually really like Fortune Lady Wind because she's essentially just a pop and MST, and that's why I have a second one of her in the side deck if I need more Speller Trap removal. We have Prime Material Falcon. This card is good because it pitches 1 card for a negate of a spell or a trap, which is nice to stop our opponents, but also that it facilitates Dandelion. Then we have 3 Quick Draw. We pitch, so means it's a good target for Dandelion to pitch Dandelion so we can get tokens. Also, basically free special summon, maybe to unbrick our hand, and is one of a tuner to go into Turbo Warrior really quick. Then we have Sasuke Samurai, which is good for any flip monster. I'm playing this at 1 right now, just because I haven't played the deck that much. But I have a second one in the side deck in case we're playing a deck with a lot of flip monsters. Then we got Sasuke Samurai number 2, which is good for those spell and trap negations, as well as being a level 1. Both of these work for our levels. Then we have Speed Warrior. He's a level 2. He's a wind, and he's able to be a good beater when he's on the offense. But most of the time you kind of just want him because he's a wind and because he could be a beater on your turn. But his levels also work out. Then we have 3 Turbo Synchron, so him along with Prime Material and any combination of Speed, Sasuke's, and the Kamakiris allow you to go into Turbo Warrior. And he's good card, able to special summon another monster from the hand in case I took damage. So in case I need to bring someone out, it's another option. Book of Moon, offense, defense, brain control. Sometimes I find that a lot of decks that play against me are super aggro against this deck. I feel like my brew here isn't quite to the same amount of level of these top tier Edison decks. So being able to basically swing the pendulum on them is really good when we're on the back foot. Double summon sometimes. Well, Edison's slower than Modern, so we need to get as much board presence as we can. Enemy controller, 2 good options. Quick effect, so I can change battle position and I can take control of another of my opponent's monster. Foolish is good for Dandelion. Heavy Storm, of course, for back row. Pot of Avarice for all those possible discards and to get cards back into the deck. Monsters, that's why I'm playing. I should have a second one in the side deck. I guess I'll leave it at 1 for now. I'm not quite sure. I have a Bottomless, Call the Haunted. In this format, a lot of these traps are able to send a lot of your cards to the graveyard, so it's a great way to recover it. Dimensional Prison for defense, Dust Tornado for back row, and then being able to set up any of these traps or spells. Magic Cylinder, just to put some more damage on the board. Mirror Force, same idea except getting rid of monsters. Phoenix Wind Blast, kind of stop our opponent's tempo and get back in the game. Pulling the Rug, mostly for Monarchs, but anything that would probably kill us. Good way to respond. Solemn Judgment is just good in general. Starlight Road, since Stardust Dragon is a wind monster, and this deck a lot of the times is on the back foot, this is a good way to bring out a monster. Stardust Dragon, who's a really good synchro monster. Torrential Tribute, of course, very good card. I'm playing one Trap Dust Shoe. I don't know how good this card is in this deck. I think I'll just leave it for now. Ultimate Offering, I was playing at 2, but with double summon, I think I'll just leave it at 1 double summon and then 1 Ultimate Offering. Of course, double summon's faster, but you only can use it once unless you get it back in your hand from the graveyard. And Ultimate Offering, of course, is every turn. Except you have to pay life points. I don't know. I think I'll leave it. I like it just because I'm able to get more pieces to make Turbo Warrior. Another Fortune Lady Wind. Gardeniatos going first. Ryza, a wind. It's basically another Wing Blast. Prefer having it in the side. Sasuke is just good for those flip decks. Samorg, I don't know if I should be having this card in my side deck. I guess it makes my tributes easier, but the only really card I tribute would be Prime Material Falcon, maybe Ryza, Spell Counselor. But I like the fact that if I were to summon it, I'm able to bounce 2 cards from my opponent, so I guess it'd be a good tempo card if I want to get back in the game. Spell Counselor for this to negate spells. Burial, just in case a lot of my cards get banished, which does happen in this format, can happen. Another double summon in case I need more presence on the board. Giant Trunade, Gold Sarcophagus. Sometimes you can't really find the cards you need on your opening hand or several draws after. Instant Fusion for Kaminari attack, just in case I need a 5 and I have Turbo Synchron, so I can make Turbo Warrior fast, or just any other tuner, so I can make any of the extra deck monsters in a pinch. MST for the back row, another Bottomless, another Pulling the Rug, Traps done. Because traps in this format are actually really useful, being able to negate them is good. Kaminari, like I said, I have Justice Catastor, probably a card that I won't be playing when I have Barrier up, probably before or after Barrier is on the field or destroyed, but it's just good in general. Armory Arm is good in general. Black Rose if I need to destroy the field. Brionic if I just need to come back into the game. Colossal Fighter. There's actually quite a few warriors in this deck. We got Sasuke's. They're all warriors. Turbo Warrior. So Colossal Fighter is just a good monster, as well as being able to get us back our monsters. Flamvol Eurakizas, just another option, as well as having Piercing and gaining infinite attack. Goyo Guardian. Now, it doesn't have the right printing, the right what is it called? Summoning effect, because originally it was an Earth Tuner, but in Edison it isn't, so it was generic. It didn't have to be an Earth, which means I can make an Edison format. Big monster, being able to steal an opponent's monster is good. Magical Android, simple levels for a deck, plus life points in case I need them. Mistworm, which happens to be a wind and can bounce opponent's monsters. Well, not monsters, just cards in general, which is good. Of course, I'm playing 2 Stardust, 1 for the Starlight Road, and then 1 if I need to make it. And he's a wind, which means that he fits perfectly with barrier, and of course Turbo Warrior, which fits perfectly with our barrier in our wind style deck that we made, being a level 6, and cannot be, when this card declares an attack on a level 6 or higher synchro monster, it halves the attack of the attacking target until the damage step. So it's not afraid of other synchro monsters, and it cannot be targeted by level 6 or lower monsters, which means smaller, like something like a Raikou wouldn't really work on this. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, it took me a couple of days to kind of make this in spare time. I've only played 2 games with this deck. Of course, there was other cards in this deck. These are just the ones I've decided to keep in. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you.